Well, I'm clearly not in southern France anymore. I'm in Vienna, Austria, and it's raining, and it's pretty chilly. Which in the old days I'd be miserable. Just growing up in Canada, I just have had enough of cold. Where I grew up, it was minus 40 on a quite regular basis at the wintertime, or at least minus 20. That was like just normal. And I was always kind of sick, and I always wondered why we had to live there. So I obviously changed all that, create your own reality, and ended up living mostly in places like Thailand and Acapulco most of my adult life, or Los Angeles even, just to get away from that. But yeah, I wouldn't normally want to even do something like this video, but I'm actually feeling so unbelievably good. I actually wanted to do this partly just for my own record, to remember how I'm feeling right now, just in case I lose this feeling. I literally feel like I'm actually kind of high. This has been going on for over a day now, the last couple days. And the fact that I feel this way while in a situation that I normally would just be miserable in is just unbelievable to me. I remember when I was, well, even every time I'd meet someone, I've known numerous people over the last few years. Often they're kind of older, even like in their 70s, and they'll be out with us and they'll be like having some drinks, but they won't be getting really drunk or anything, but they'd always be a smile on their face. And I'd always say to people like that, and there's one person in particular I remember, I was like, why are you happy? How are you happy? How do I be like you? How is that even possible? That you can just enjoy life, and you can just be happy eating some food, or wherever you are, you're just kind of happy. And I think I've kind of started to reach that stage now, which I'm super excited about, because I really didn't think it was possible for me. Especially looking back a couple years ago, I didn't even realize I was depressed. That's sort of what this video is about, is how I've sort of attained this now, this level. And I hope, it might go away or whatever. It's only been a couple days. I'm trying to hit my cars here. I'm walking around in the city, not normally used to doing that while doing these walk and talk videos. But I'm not, it's only been a few days. Like, I've reached another level. Like, I really feel like I'm high right now. Like, I woke up and I was just like happy. Like in the past, the last few months, when I've said I think I gotten over my depression through all the things I've been doing and all the changes, but I didn't have like this feeling of happy. And then the fact that I feel this way, like I was just basically okay. Like I was good. Like I was just so happy to not feel bad that I was just happy. I thought, okay, this is amazing. I can actually enjoy eating or enjoy having a shower or enjoy anything really. To me, that was such a new experience. But now I've reached this level in the last couple days. Like I said, I woke up almost like a smile on my face and walked outside, and it's cold and rainy, and just really liked it. Like, felt good. Like, not just okay, it felt good. And without, I'm not, normally I'd be like, okay, I gotta get home. Well, first of all, I'd be like, I gotta get out of here because it's cold. And now I'm like, it's invigorating. And I think I'd be like, okay, I want to get home, I want to see my dogs, all that sort of stuff, because that's what makes me happy. And it does. But now I'm like happy without them, and not to say that I don't want them at all. I still love them so much, but it's like I don't need to be there with them to be happy. Like I can do it anywhere now. So this is shocking to me. But so good. I really did not think I could reach this. I don't know if it's going to stay or not, because like I said, it's only been a couple days, so who knows, maybe I accidentally took some ecstasy or something, I didn't realize it. Maybe it's going to wear off, or maybe just like any mood, it's just going to go away. But for now, it doesn't seem like it. I'm having so many sort of epiphanies. Now, you know, I kind of want to do this video because, well, I think numerous reasons, but the main one is if I can help others who aren't feeling like this to reach that stage and let them know there is hope. That's really cool, in my opinion. And like I said, a lot of this is a little selfish. It's sort of like my own talk therapy as I walk. And you know, that's just another small thing, right? I literally just woke up 15 minutes ago. Didn't shower or anything. I'm looking a little puffy. I just been traveling a lot and a little dehydrated and all that. A little bit of water retention and all that. But just wanting to get out and go for a walk. And like I've always said, just getting up and moving in the morning for people who aren't, you know, have depression or even just aren't all that happy. It's just one of the keys. A lot of this stuff's actually really simple. And I think a lot of us at some level know this stuff. Like you hear about this all the time. Get some exercise, you know, it's good for you. But it's more than that. I didn't understand the reasons for it, but I think just getting your blood moving. Oh, gotta make sure I don't get hit by a train. I didn't even see that. Yeah, just getting your blood moving is just one small part. I'm traveling with the entire, people have seen it kind of laugh. Basically, I got a whole pharmacy with me, but nothing that you would get at a regular pharmacy, of course. Actually healthy stuff, all herbs from Dr. Morris Health Club. And it's about 5 things of pills and about 10 bottles of tinctures or liquids that are just also herbs. I think that all helps too, right? Like I think everything helps. But now that I've done it all, and it's not all just the physical stuff either. Like it's definitely a lot of the spiritual, the self-work. And that's something I was thinking about earlier as well that I wanted to express. Is you always hear about people and they go, I found God and now I'm so happy. And that's what a lot of people told me in the past too. Like you have to find God. Now God, whatever that is, right? That's the hard part. You know, understanding what that is, or even getting close to having an idea of what that is. I have no idea. But that's actually true. So I wanted to express that too, because my entire life, when people told me that, I really pushed it away. And it's because, you know, I look at the organized religions, I'm like, well, those are just scams. Like, this is just obvious. And most of the stuff they do is just wrong and bad and actually quite evil in many ways. Most of what they do, not all. And so I was just like, you know, very untrusting of the whole thing. But what it is, as you know, if you've watched these things for a while, it's not like I read the Bible forever and went down to the church, and I didn't do any of that sort of stuff. I think I began just to open up myself to the idea of it. Actually, I'm not even sure. That's why I like doing these videos. I can talk out my thoughts here. But I do know that my conscious awakening, which is another word for enlightenment, which is another word for God, kind of, right? Whatever that is, has been a big part of this shift. And so, like, I wake up in the morning now and I feel so grateful, which that was my last big thing that really made a shift. And if you would have said that to me before in the past, I've heard people say that in the past. Luke Radowski always used to tell me, you gotta write down the 10 things you're grateful for every day, he says. And Luke's another one of those people who's like, seems always happy. So I'd always ask him. And so of course, when you see these people and they've got it, this is something I've done my whole life and something everyone should obviously do. When you see people who have things that you want, and I'm not talking about material most of the time, I'm talking about things like happiness, you ask them what they're doing, right? And he would say things like, yeah, just be grateful. When he was saying that, I was so depressed. It just sounded stupid to me. Like, it didn't sound totally stupid. I knew there had to be some truth to it, but it just didn't seem possible for me to do it. Because I was so depressed, I was basically like this. Like, I hate my life. So what, I'm just gonna go, I'm grateful, and now everything changes? In a way, yeah, it did. It doesn't change just overnight though. It's like, this is like what I've been working on now for a couple years. But it's reached the point now where I'm in rainy Austria, cold, in a city which I generally not a big. I'd rather be walking in Acapulco, you know, in nature, feeling amazing, feeling so happy, feeling grateful, feeling optimistic, feeling love. Oh, that's another thing too. I'm really starting to figure out what my issues were. And it's, of course, so much easier when you're in a better state of mind. So, you know, for me, it took like over a year of just getting to a point where I could even start to think about this stuff. Like, that's how I was so down. And so now that I'm, you know, it's like every day is better now. It's amazing. And I think I really, like, so one of the things I found, once I started to really focus on it, and again, where you focus your intention is where the energy goes. Another kind of saying that didn't make a lot of sense to me in the past, but makes perfect sense now. I did, and I focused on it, and I you know, you do some meditation and stuff. And again, I'm not a huge meditator. I just met someone who meditated 90 hours in a row. So, in a monastery somewhere. I was like, wow. I think the longest I've ever done is like 30 minutes. And I haven't really even done more than probably 10 or 15 minutes for a long time. So it's not like I'm doing a massive amount of meditation, but I do a lot of self-introspection. And what I noticed, and this is what I said before, I'd have a hard time going on trips. I'd get out of control, I'd drink too much, I'd be really depressed. Well, I think I know why now. Or at least part of it. I think there's two parts. I think one is that I think I didn't feel loved as a child. And I thought I did, but I really was mostly abandoned almost. Like, I was just alone. I didn't realize it until, you know, I started thinking about it. And that's, you know, that's really what the conscious awakening is just start thinking about these things, being able to think about these things. That I basically raised myself, and it ended up making me fiercely independent and strong in a sort of like no one can hurt me sort of a way, except for myself. And I've hurt myself way more than anyone else, that's for sure. And but I think, and a lot of people kind of say, yeah, you seem to really like women a lot. It's like, yeah, well, I do, of course. Like, aside from just being beautiful, of course, I like the energy, but I also found, or, you know, looking back, I think when I was sort of like, you call me a womanizer or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I wanted to be around women. I like women. I think I was searching for, and I think I needed their, I felt like I wasn't loved. I think that's what it was. And I thought the answer was in the physical love of women. But after doing that a few thousand times, as I've said over the years, I was just searching for something to give me a fix, to fill that hole. And now I know what that hole is or was, and it's kind of gone now. So, I walk down here. So I don't feel like I need it like I did in the past. Now it's, if, I see women or whatever, of course I'm attracted, but it's not like it was in the past where, for example, if there was a girl I liked and she turned me away, it'd be quite depressing to me, and I didn't realize at the time, because being like the strong individual person, like, oh no, it doesn't matter, whatever, there's lots of other ones. But no, inside it was reminding me that of that feeling of not being loved and of rejection and things like that I think were really inside of me from childhood that I didn't fully realize until really just recently. So now that I've realized that, everything's becoming so much clearer about why I've been the way I have been. I allow more love now. I think I also shunned it and turned it away. And again, I didn't fully realize this until just recently. But even with my kids, my dogs, my wife, I wouldn't really allow them to get too close to me, I don't think. Well, my dogs, yes. See, the dogs, I didn't have any fear that they were going to reject my love, right? I think that's probably like, everyone knows how much I love my dogs, and I think they're the only things in my life that I allow to feel love with, because I've been so scared of, I don't even know, rejection or love, or maybe I'm not sure. Like, put in the comments below if you know why I was feeling that way. But I do know I have been doing that. And now I'm allowing myself to feel love, and not to be scared of it. I think it's a fear of it. Which again, as a person who likes to think of himself, but I don't as much anymore, because I think I'm pretty much trying to lose all ego. Which is a good thing in my opinion. But I thought I was strong. I have to be strong, But I'd also just push things away because I was actually scared of them, but I didn't realize that. I was probably even scared to admit that. I don't even think I could admit that in the past. I just wasn't even on that level of being able to process those feelings. But now I can. And it's a whole new world. It's like I just feel totally fine right now. Like, more than fine. Like, happy. Like, I almost have a smile on my face most of the day now. Even last night I was out, I went and played a poker tournament. Wasn't anything too special or anything. I was just like enjoying it so much. Just, oh, it's a break. Oh, go outside. Oh, some people have a cigarette. I'll have a cigarette with them. Like, I've been smoking a little bit. Like, but it's not like I'm doing it because I need to. It's like I'm just enjoying everything now. Like, even had a couple drinks. I had 2 glasses of wine while I played poker. But it wasn't like, oh, I need this to feel okay. It's like, no, I'm enjoying this so much. I just want to taste everything. I want to, like, it's like I live in this new world now. And that world was always here. That's sort of the point of these things, is you create your own reality. And so if you are depressed, this world looks horrible. Like, I'd be like, oh, look at all that crap. It's all, yeah, I hate it here. I need a drink. And now I'm like, it's a beautiful day. It's the shift. And again, a lot of people say you need to find God to feel that way. I think they're kind of right, but it wasn't what I was told it was or what I thought it was. It wasn't like I had to go down to the church, like I said, or it was just this conscious awakening, really. So I really don't know what else to say about that. Just and like I said in the last video, when you're in the right place, everything just flows so much. Like everything. And so if you're not in that place, try to get in that place. And if you don't know how, well, go back through a lot of my videos, and I've talked about all the things I've been doing. There's lots of other stuff I do as well I haven't even talked about. I should probably just do one day a day in my life sort of thing, so people could see everything. It's a lot of stuff, but it's not hard at all to do. In fact, I love it. Woke up this morning, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go for a walk. I can't wait to later work out. I can't wait to... There's a sauna, which I'm really into. I mentioned in the last video. There's a sauna. I try to get hotels now that have saunas. And so I'm going to do that. I can't wait to do that later. Then my flight's not till 4. Normally I'd be like, oh, what am I going to do until 4? Now I'm like, oh, I can't wait. I'm going to go to... There's a Starbucks down there. I'm going to go have a Frappuccino, which I know has way too much sugar and it's mostly crap. I know that. But I, for whatever reason, like them sometimes. And... I'm going to totally go and enjoy that. I'm going to do some work, which I'm actually looking forward to, especially since I've been so busy. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a few hours where I can get caught up on some stuff. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to Belgrade today to go do a few things I can't really talk about. But that's right near Liberland. And looking forward to that. I'm probably not going to be there for very long. I've been away for a while. And I really want to see my dogs and my kids and my wife and just be in my house. But it's not like this mad rush to get back, and it's not like I'm drinking every day to get through this. I'm like just fully enjoying everything. So I made this video, half the reason is just, if I don't feel this way tomorrow, I want to remember that I did one day feel this way. Because I never thought I would get here, and I have a feeling it's just going to get better and better. That's, every day seems better in that respect. So I'm just going to keep doing my thing, keep trying to see how good I can feel. Sky's the limit, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe tomorrow this all ends. If so, it's been fun. So yeah, I'm going to have some fruit juice. Probably do a coffee enema. Looking forward to it all. It's never thought I'd be here. So happy to be here. So that's it. I just wanted to get that across. So for people out there who aren't feeling very good, if you were like me in the past, I want to be one of those people that told you you could get here. And I had numerous people tell me this. I should give it like a thank you, but there's too many people. I couldn't name them all. But I had so many people throughout my life tell me I would or could get to this level if I worked at it. And I really didn't think I would. So I'm so happy to make this video where I did it. I made it. and it's not even over yet.